TrevorBernard, President of the Small Ruminants Association of Jamaica, present another farm in St. Elizabeth.
Money man this morning.
Money man, alright. Money man?
No.
Good afternoon. Today, because little rain just start to fall. What's your name again?
Linton.
Linton?
Yeah, call me ordinary but.
Linton, okay. This is O'Neill's father, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And your son not here, he's away now?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So how you, what is your role at the farm? What you do at the farm here for your son? Or is you own the farm?
Yeah man, we just, like when we get around, kind of run things in.
Oh, you sort it out. So this is his little baby?
Yes man.
And you help him and look after your son thing while him away?
Yes.
Yeah man, that's a good look. So you and your son have a good relationship where you can just take care of everything
yeah,
for
man.
him?
Everything I will take care of him till him come back.
Yeah man, that's a good look. So is there anything special that you like about goat rearing? Anything that you...
Yeah,
This was your passion or it was just your son?
all of us.
All of you love it?
Yeah, me and him just combine together.
Okay. Alright, so this young man here is the person who look after the farm?
Yeah man.
Okay, what is your name?
Ramon man.
You have to talk loud so we can hear you. Yes, Ramon. Yes, we're over here, so Ramon. So what is your daily activity like on the farm?
Well, daily activities include retrieving feed. We have people.
Where you go and cut feed?
We have several areas because we have also 2 open areas for grazing. Because just before
Oh, you graze? You actually let out the animals?
we graze in the evening,
Oh, so what you do? You walk them around the back?
yes, walk around the back, move areas there. But in the mornings usually cut the feed, load the vehicle, bring it in, then cut up the feed.
You use cutlass and cut it?
Yes, cut up the feed.
Okay. You need a trough cutter though.
We're working on it.
Okay.
Cut up the feed and also the longer the higher proteins and whatever, waterman.
Waterman. Mr. Brown, you know that one there? Waterman?
Yes.
We know the waterman man.
We just throw him right in the trough and
What you use? Waterman and bread nut?
bread nut, never die.
Never die.
Paragraph.
How long you carry them go free range them outside?
Not more than 2 hours.
Oh, you carry them 2 hours in the evening.
In the evening.
Come, let us see that plant. Which plant is this?
This is the never die or quick stick.
Oh, never die quick. I know quick stick, but I never hear the word never die.
If it never die, I wonder which one is a quick
Yeah, me did wonder what the never die was too.
Juice.
But
Master, get the
Yeah.
waterman as well.
So this is- people,
Yes.
this is they said the name is never die. I know it as quick stick.
Yes.
Or St. Vincent plum.
Our St. Vincent steak.
St. Vincent steak.
But the scientific name is Gyricidia septium.
Gyricidia septium. We have the encyclopedia here with us today, Mr. Brown.
Here, Mr. Brown.
Right. So for anybody who don't know what the quick stick is, this is quick stick. The leaf, would you say the leaf have a similar look to neem?
Yes, it have that same.
It have a similar look to neem, but the neem is a smaller, a little smaller leaf, but similar.
This is
And Daddy, you tell us what this is. Look at what is this?
This is the waterman.
This is called the waterman.
Yes.
Okay, so Daddy said that this is called the waterman. You know this one too?
You know the waterman. I don't know the scientific name. I think it's like a Samania type species plant.
Okay. Goats love it.
Yes.
Yes. It's the one with that beer, the fruit that they can crop it off and put for your eyes.
So this bears a fruit that you can break it off and put it in your eye.
Yes, have a little bit.
And what it do with the eye?
It's healthy for you, not keep your eye open.
Oh, apparently this one, I don't know this at all, Mr. Brown. Never heard of this
A
one.
lot of persons don't know about it, you understand? It have
I would love-
blossom on it at the top.
Pretty blossom and it's some red.
This have a similar look to the bread nut almost. The leaf a little bigger though.
Different.
Different. Do you have sample of the bread nut? Because we'd love to see these plants that you're
No,
talking
we
about.
don't have no plants. We look at that bush.
Okay, no, I mean if you had a sample of the Okay, these are the only 2 samples they have of the plant.
Yes.
Because you have tell me now about some plants that I didn't know before, like this one.
Yes.
This is new to us.
Okay.
Bread nut now is very rare.
How does this grow? This grow in a tall tree? Or?
Yes.
Yes, a
Yeah,
tree.
man. A big tree.
Big tree.
With a red flower at the top. You must see
Yes.
red
Pretty.
flower at the top.
And it grow very fast.
Yeah, man.
Very
Quick
because
stick?
one never dies and
Yes.
quick stick because it's easy to
Spring back
catch.
quick. Spring back quick after you cut it down. quick and
2 weeks
smooth.
after you can go cut it again.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, man, nice.
So I see here you have boar, you have crossbred, you have Nubian, you have a little of all the different animals
Yeah,
here.
whole mixture.
Mixture of both.
Yes.
So you enjoy doing this?
Yeah man, it's fun, you know.
Okay.
Why it is so fun is because something so simple can become something that put a lot of money in your pocket, you know.
Yes.
Beneficial.
What you saying that you're putting a lot of money in your pocket now?
Yes, of course. Because what? Within 5 months, a new brand kid.
Is
Understand? And you don't take much to feed them.
Right.
Because grass is right out of it, you know. If Uncle was as young as he was, we just go and throw it over our shoulders and we don't spend no money with that. And the goats get feed and
How much you love it?
Some of these plants, you know, one of the thing that is also very important to talk about some of these plants, like the neem and the wild tambourine and the breadnut, they are also natural wormers.
yes.
You didn't know that?
Yes, I heard that.
Because what happened, the worm don't like eating them, like the neem. You know that neem is insects. If you have a neem tree in your yard, insects stay away from it. And they also use the neem leaf and take the juice out of it to spray crops and so forth. And you know, you get rid of insects. So some of these plants are actually natural wormers, which is a good thing to use some of these plants in your operations and just naturally worm them so we don't have to depend on drugs so much, you know?
Because I think that
work like a joke.
Because yes, it works like a drug. Correct. That is correct. Because you know, if you have an animal that is heavily burdened with worm and you see that this animal is really on the verge, and you give them the ivermectin and all that, the ivermectin and so forth are poisons. So you might be just making it worse. Maybe you could start with some of these plants if they will eat it, you know, like the neem or so forth, because it will cut down the worm burden. And then when the animal pick up a little, maybe, you know, you can go further with your ivermectin or so forth. Mr. Brown, any comment?
We did research with neem.
Right.
And what we did was the actual leaves. So we weighed them about 500 grams of the leaf to 1 liter of water. And we blend it up. Leave it overnight in the fridge. And then just drench the animal then. And based on what we did, we saw a reduction in the worm eggs when we did a fecal egg count test. We have other research that proved that it actually worked. The issues that we do at the level of concentration, we say, boy, we don't say it's 1% of the neem need to make in that. We don't have that understanding yet. We have to go research it to say, boy, this is the levels of the active ingredient in it, and we know what concentration to give. Just blending in water or allowing the neem leaves to dry and add it like how you have it here can assist with removing some of the worm burden.
Right. Because plenty times, I have seen it many times, you know, a farmer come and you say, boy, the goat's not looking good. And you see a goat, when you look at that goat, you can tell that that goat is worm burden.
Yes.
And then they will come and say, and you know, say we give it ivermectin and after that it drop down dead. And we have to remember that ivermectin, you know, iversip and these worm drugs, they are poisons. It's poisons that you are putting inside the animal. And these poisons also cause the condition of the goat to go down. Right? And that will know. So that's why this natural way is the way to start it first. If you have a heavy burden. Give them some of these kind of things, you know, and take your chances. We don't have the scientific amount. But as you said, it will murder some of the worm them and maybe the animal will get better that way. Yes,
at
less
first,
the load.
At first, when we was just cooking animals, the condition wasn't
So good.
so good. And after, because it was just mostly grass, because like I said, a lot of persons don't know about the
bushes.
never die and
Right.
understand them and know a lot about it.
High
After bring
protein
them in-
forages.
Yes.
High protein and
After
nutritional
bring them in
value.
now, then start different. You
Yes.
understand? Don't even have to worm as involved.
Because you add this to it.
Yes.
And the truth is, once you have a healthy animal, once that animal is being well fed with bushes and all of these plants, you don't get sick animals. Animals only get sick when when there is not enough food in the diet. So
Those kids born a week ago. Both of them. Names are Milo and Snowball.
So you name all your kids?
And they name almost all the goats.
All the goats, them have a
Because
name for them.
What this does, right? Because we don't use any tagging system. What
Right.
this does, whenever I'm communicating with honey, I can just say, oh, winsome or moony, and right away know which goat I am referring to. Rather than to say, the brown one with the spot, you have a lot of brown goats with spots, you understand?
Yes.
So instead of tagging them, we also give them names. Right now, moon is looking on as if you want to be in the picture.
Right.
Just like footages.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a goat.
And this one is
You give all of them a name.
all of them are like,
Oh, see, that one could be bad.
Alright. Well, it looks like the rain is going to come down on us heavy today. But we are so glad that we got a chance to talk to you and your father on the farm today. It's a good look. Very, very good. Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, is there any advice, anything you see that you can talk about? Anything you think need changing?
Well, I only have one advice so far. The importance of a creeper pen system. So I see you have kids now on the ground. I'll advise where you have an area where you can allow the kids them to go and eat grain and grass by themselves. Not probably leaving everyone. Just to challenge feed them from that young age. That's important. When you have an aggressive eater at the beginning of the stage, that aggressiveness remains throughout the entire life. So I think the creeper system is proven to improve average daily gain, make the transition period from weaning to what you call now from kids to weaning stage. Or when you wean off the animal, that transition period a little bit easier once you have them on creeper feed from an earlier age.
A creeper feed really means that you have a section that only the kids can enter that area.
And they will eat in grass or
And you have the grass, you have this, the bush leaf, all of these kind of things, but you have bag feeding in that area.
and specifically for them.
Specifically. So the mothers can't go there.
Can't go there.
Only the kids
Only
can
them can
right,
go
to
there.
make a space.
Like
But only the kids. And you always have that feed there.
maybe you visit a bit too early because right in this area, which is some coast, and you're going to
We need to make a creeper area.
But a creeper area is not a huge area. It can be just one little area. It can be even just somewhere under this box. It can be something very simple.
Just that them alone can go.
Just that them alone can enter it.
And with that, you see a change out in
Yes. And it
your
also
growth
causes
rate.
faster weaning. The weaning.
You get a faster weaning weight and a faster even yearling weight based on the creeper feed.
Creeper feed, I think. Yeah.
One you always doing his research, you know, and just think a week ago was talking to me about it. So that must be because according to his research, he's saying that a pork feed will make some more by
On average, we were just on a farm and the farmer said that was it 3 months? 80 pounds.
Yes.
He had
So
80
he
pounds
was
at 3
relating the information to me. And he said we have to get this.
You have to get it there. Yeah. The creeper is where we
Very important.
The first, you see the first 5 months of that kid,
Yes.
that's where you get the massive amount of growth in the first 5 months. You see, after 5 months, that's when a ram start turn man. Mustache, you know, all of the man thing them start to come in. Yes. And him put the energy into being a man at that time. You know, but between 0 to 5 months is where him put in the growth and all of that. You know, so that is important to bear in mind. So that first, you see the first 5 months of that animal's life, that's when you want to make sure that you're putting everything, to give that animal everything, you know, to make that growth rate be really, really very significant. Yeah. Alright, so we thank you for allowing us here today.
Yes.
Danny, thanks for allowing us to come today. It was a good look, yes.
Very soon.
Well, no, I don't know about very soon, but we'll come back.
Yes.
Because we are doing a tour of the entire island, you know, it takes a lot of time. So this parish here, St.Elizabeth is what? Our St.Thomas, St.Mary, Linstead area. Yeah, so we're doing a number of farms. So we're now in St.Elizabeth today. And you know, we plan to go Portland and you know, other parishes. But no.
Okay.
We're on the road from morning, you know, and this is our 4th visit. Right. So we're doing four visits. So we are on our way now to, I think we have 1 more visit and then we'll go back to Kingston.
Also, remember the security.
What about your security?
Our security comes from
The
right
dogs.
here, the dogs.
Right. And the dogs stay with the goat?
We have, yes, because we don't leave them unattended.
Right.
Understand? So we have 2 German shepherds. Sometimes the female go to the field with the goats, but the male keep it back. You know? So we have them like, sometimes like we are in here, you can just let them out. Because
I was questioning how you alone go to the bush, because what happens is that just recently in here there, Clarendon, when there's a young guy was going to the bush and they hold him up in the bush. If you don't have a dog in there with you, you are vulnerable because the dog is going to alert you as to what is happening. So you have to go a bush and you have to have dogs in your operation.
yes.
As it can't work.
But good and bad as well, no, because sometimes the female becomes very overprotective, because if I am out with the goat, you never take up a goat. No, we have a problem with the dog. You understand? You can't take up a goat. So sometimes I go to the bush now, like if somebody would come to me, problem. I have to keep like 8 feet, 10 feet away.
Yes. And that's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
Yeah, man. You have to. Dogs have to be integrated once you are going out and grazing. And I always tell people you need to have a dog that stays inside your pet.
Right now, if you look, she's not leaving, no? Just turn around and say,
Always.
Ashley, she's not leaving. Right here.
You have to have a dog in your pet. That is very important. Because I'm not the afraid of last thing that you're hearing in this field. People get moved up in the bush. They don't have any dog out there with them. You have to make that, and you have to make the puppy grow independent.
That's what I was going to say. Some people just buy a dog, bring him in, and
Can't do that.
have to grow with animals. So they pick up a band.
I had a dog in my pen, and when she had it was a male dog, and he used to clean up the dog, clean up everything, watch the goat, watch it. I brought a ram. I brought an external ram. I bought a new ram and bring here. And the ram went and started to baby and buck and start to buck and going on crazy. And he hold it back, let the ram and bite it.
Yes. Ignorant.
Yes, because he don't want nobody to, because these are his own, and this new guy come and harass him.
Yeah, I know
We had
that.
an incident the other day.
And bite him up.
We brought a new ram. Remember, brown ram? We brought a ram here. This dog, like me tell you, you have certain conditions where the dog will attack a goat or attack a person. If I own a goat, he's going to attack. Understand? So to ensure that she's not in the vicinity. So now we had the ram in here because we wanted the ram to help the goats to eat. And left the pen unattended. Something happened now to the pen unattended. To my surprise, she was in here along with the other dog biting my foot. Understand? Like she said, who's this no goat?
Yeah, man.
We don't want in here.
That happened to me already. I have seen that. I have seen that happen before. I saw that happen one time. I brought a new ram and he bite him up. Matter of fact, he bite all him balls, bust out one of him balls. We had to carry it to the vet and sew it up and he had one ball.
Functional?
And it still works, yes.
Yes.
It still works. The vet sew it up and cut off the one and just bust the bag and drop out.
Yes.
And he just sew it up and cut it off. And yes, it still functions. So he was able to